So here by my new friend Mr. Donkey is going to be the start of our new project. We're going to make a little flower forest over here, and by little I mean every block is going to have something. There won't be a single block unplaced, and I do wonder, part of me does wonder this, whether or not that will spawn proof this area or whether it still needs to be lit. Obviously I think I might want to light it just for aesthetic purposes, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, hello, flowers. But we actually want to get, I kind of want to try building with mangrove wood. I have an idea of building trees using mangrove wood as the logs and then birch as the actual leaf. I know, might be cursed. Bear with me. But we've gotten a couple levels back. We always forget something. Now the question is, do we build with frog lights or do we build with carpet? I thought we had a bunch of carpet. No? I know I have a bunch of wool. Or not wool. Green dye for wool. Lanterns go somewhere. I see you. I see you there, Co. Co has abandonment issues today. And they're gone. A bell. You know, we could play with the idea of a bell. And like maybe an anvil. The problem with the anvil is they break. Yeah, let's go get some mangrove wood. So I'm going to be a little cheaty. I'm going to see if I've already discovered a mangrove forest. We can just go there. Let's go over to our slime farm and then we'll just look for mangrove trees. Watch, it's gone. I'd cry. Oh, yay, it's still here. I mean, it's not... There isn't a whole lot to it, to be fair. This seems like... a glacier biome meeting a swamp just seems... It just doesn't make sense to me, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. I added something to your sign, by the way. I also stole a single piece of moss. Thanks, Co. We now have a propagule and a piece of moss. We're going to try to actually do a lot of this work using bone meal. I think the natural spreading of blocks might be nice, question mark, or I'll hate it. One of the two. Also, we have a purple bed we've left somewhere, and I can't find it for the life of me. Oh. I felt that lag. Is there a bed in here? Nope. Is there a bed in here? Nope. How crazy is this? Oh my. Here, actually, I think if I do this, lock this, the farm will, like, auto trash. Yeah, so when I do this, what it's doing is it's just all going in here. And the nice part of this is this will just despawn at some point, so like we don't need any more. Oh, it's all locked up. That's kind of funny. There will be a little bad. We're just going to throw our trash over here to despawn. Actually, let's take out a couple more just in case. There. And I always hit on something. Let's take a bed. Let's be fun. What color should we dye this bed that we're inevitably going to lose? Oh, gray. We'll make a gray bed. We can also change the color of our candles. That might be cool. And our extensive dye network that we definitely don't have. With bone meal, technically, you can get all the dye you want. Okay, so we're going to put it up here. And we might shape this a little bit. This is kind of ugly, to be fair. On the map, like, this part looks fine. I don't dislike it. It's funny how there's, like, just a hint of savanna. Yeah, that's fine. Savanna. This is just kind of too narrow. I think we'll shave it down a little bit. One of the things I want to do is I want to kind of keep everything. So here we'll do one for dirt. And then let's do this one as like actual material build list stuff. I think we're going to actually take the skeleton horse and put it underwater. Steal some mobs. I think we need the pigs for a different... we need the pigs because we may have accidentally... killed the pigs that were in our pig pen. Whoopsie. So... let's get some fence posts, some leads, and some carrots. Someone is just like right on top of a bed. I'm not complaining. It's very convenient for me. Here, we'll put that there just for now. Okay, stay there. Go over here. Go get you. So one of the nice things about skeleton horses, which you may not be aware of, is they can actually survive underwater perfectly fine. And since I kind of want to... Can't get over one block? Oh my, this is... Now once we do this, it's going to be very hard to undo this. So we must commit to it. But I think we're going to make this like Fibs horse. We can kind of steer them a bit. Here, we'll go like that. So we'll have 3 indicating factors of a quest start point. It's going to be a bell, a lectern, and a named writable creature. And I think the fun part about that is you have options with that, right? You have, obviously you have horses, you have donkeys, and you have pigs. And I think it'd be funny if we kind of like name them accordingly, because I feel like one of the things about pigs is they're kind of chaotic. Now, obviously, I've made the rule, it has to be a rideable mob, but you can ride other mobs as well. So you can ride a strider, and I wonder, maybe I'll do, I doubt that's the last time I'm gonna punch the donkey. That's good. Okay, let's go put the lectern like here. So we're gonna put fire, and then one of these, and then our lectern. Take these, and I have an idea for lighting. And then, because even if you cover these, they're still lit. And then we'll just put a, honestly could just go like that. That's good. That's clever in that it actually keeps it very lit. And then next to it, I want to put it, no, I don't like that placement. No. Put like, can I not do that? Bells are very weird things. Have to hang. Yeah, let's put a big piece of so yeah, all the factors together. So this is more or less the blueprint. This is what we're gonna do. And I think we're gonna make one of those houses back here, like the guild house. So I don't know if let me just stop and explain what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a set of quests, and they're gonna vary in difficulty from easy, medium, hard, and chaotic. I think there would be a chaotic version. And the chaotic is like, it's a wild card. It could be silly, it could be funny, it could be like near impossible, stuff like that. I think I want to make the chaotic mount the pig, and it's going to go everywhere. The hard one is going to be the Strider, I think. Well, no, let's think that through. Let's do Strider something special. We have a donkey, we have a horse, and a skeleton horse. We don't have a bunch of skeleton horses, but we can get them. That's not a hard thing to do. Not a hard thing at all. So we could do the skeleton horse, no problem. We can get donkeys, and we can get horses. So I think the donkeys should be the easy routes. Horses should be mediums, and skeleton horses should be the difficult. Each area where you start the quest will be marked by a well-lit lectern. I'm not going to try to hide them. Well, they might be hard to find, but they'll be well-lit, so they'll be easy to find. And I think I have to put that campfire a little higher because I want the smoke to go through it. And so you look for these three things. You look at the lectern. There'll be a book on the lectern that explains the quest. Once you finish the quest, you don't have to go back to the lectern. So this is the starting point, but not the finishing point. So like this lectern and this little flower forest I'm going to build, maybe it'll be all here, or maybe you have to fly off to a different coordinate and look for stuff there. We will see. But when you finish the quest, you'll have to bring back that item to the guild hall, and that's where you get your prize. And the prize will be in the form of diamond ores by a certain amount. And I think this is going to work out. I don't think this is going to be too crazy. I kind of want to make the prizes go into shulker boxes, but at the same time, I don't have a shulker farm. And I do have a lot of shulker boxes, but I don't have that many shulker boxes. And I kind of want these quests to be I kind of wanted these quests to be pretty repeatable, so I don't know. Like, I'd rather work on the quest format than this. Now, alternatively, obviously, we can do an item sorter kind of thing as like the quest thing, and essentially, I think we're gonna make one of these buildings in the village the guild hall. Like, we could make this the building, but at the same time I'm like, it's a little small, so I think we're gonna tear down this building right here and build a bigger building in its place. I think, yeah, we'll build a bigger building right here, something that's wide enough where, like, on one row you have easy, medium, and like in the back hard, and then maybe different rooms for like the chaotic route, or like the strider route, the nether route. The chaotic route, maybe we'll make it either the pigs or the striders, and the pig, because I can get a pig in the nether, or alternatively the end. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. We have also a way of getting saddles for cheap, because we got all those leather workers for stuff. And then we also want to put some little fellows, but I don't think it's going to be exclusive, one or the other, that like, hey, each little biome area needs to have like an armor stand, because I don't want to lag up. Obviously, I think a lot of the quest start areas are going to be in my base, but not the quests themselves. So, okay, so I think what we're going to do is a little bit of a time fast forward resource grind. We know what we need now. And I think we need this for all the things. I think we need a semi-automatic, semi-manual tree farm, something where I could blow it up with TNT, but I could also just sit there and mine it, but it auto-gathers for me. So essentially, a big water gather basin area with a little platform over it, with a option of pushing a button and making TNT dupe and fall on top of it. So that will be something I build. That's an easy build, I think, because I do want to build at least this area with some more wood, and I would like to have more wood. I haven't really been building with wood, but clearly I'm gonna have to expand I'm gonna have to make a bigger guild. I did a build once upon a time. It was a shoe. I built like a shoe house. I think that might be fun to revisit that idea, but a little bit bigger for the guild. And yeah, so the guild will be fun. So we're gonna resource grind for the guild in this area, and I think, yeah, we'll come back and then we'll do a little bit of a little touch base on what, those adventures, and then maybe, I think the time lapse this episode will probably be the guild hall. I think that's going to be the main thing. And on the side, I'll kind of be mapping out the quests, like writing it, editing it, kind of planning it out, sort of thing. It's like you're doing the MMO planning without having to worry about the coding, because you're in a game. You're already building in a game. The game is already built. Will this be grain proof? Like, not common sense proof? I think there will be opportunities to break it. Obviously, this is a trust-based system. You could just go to the guild and help yourself, I think. But I'm hoping people behave. So anyways, see you in a bit. We're back with Ko. Ko's in the video now. Always getting the cameos. Look at that. Don't forget to subscribe to Ko's channel. Links are in the description. And if you're not following them already on Twitch, of course, follow them on Twitch. They stream more than I do, which doesn't say much, but it is more. It's a non-zero number. Excuse me while I zoom past. We're going to go to the end. We need a bunch of beacons. So as we were working on last time, we were working on the quests, and I thought to myself, what would be a really good way of pointing out where the quest spots were? And I was like, beacons. And then each beacon could be color coded based on the skill level of the quest. So you could be like, oh, yeah, that's a quest area. And then see the color and be like, oh, well, I'm not doing hard quests yet. I'm still in easy quests. And, you know, I can come back to that later. So let's set our spawn here. Now, supposedly, this is supposed to be pretty idiot-proof, but I am very much known to test those things. Okay. Oh, so it looks like someone already has it set up. That's nice. So we're gonna set up a shulker over hereabouts and an ender chest, and kind of put all the stuff we don't need in here. We definitely don't want to use those in case, these are only in case it gets out. We need the food, golden carrot. Okay, let's get max saturation. Now, supposedly this is going to nay itself. Okay, and then it might be helpful to do that. Let's eat a golden apple and just be ready with a bow just in case. Okay, so this is pretty... Okay, so that was pretty safe-proof. So I think I feel confident enough where we can just take out all these heads. And this and this. Probably even put that there. And so since this is pretty safe route, I should look down. We're just gonna kind of get over it. Get it done. We're gonna go through these heads, and yeah, we'll be right back. So we're all done. As you can see, that was 19 withers. We also got 3 of the, whatchamacallit, the charged wither skull, 20 of the black, and then 6 of the blue. I actually really like the blue. It doesn't drop very often. Even though from this statistic, you'd think that the charged black one is actually the more rare one. I do like the other one more. I just think I can use the one for builds, like little figure fellas. Cool. So now it's time to, let's go craft all these into beacons. We've been working on gathering wood, so we know for sure that it would help if I had, we'll just regular swim over there. So we have 32 beacons now, which seems like a lot, but it's actually not going to be enough, I believe, for what I want to do. And we actually can put these, I think these, the other day, it was a mixture of, I was cranky and then Co was being a brat, and I just kind of, I nay-nayed them, and I may have picked up their stuff. Sorry, Co. You poked the bear when the bear was grumpy. Co, being very nice, took it with light. So I don't know if I should use green or light green for my easy quests. Because, yeah, lime green is kind of gross. Green dye might be the way to go. So let's take this. Of course, I think we need... Use glass beams. I don't think it matters. Yeah. We only need one of them for now, because we only have one of them ready. Let's fly over to our for sure first one. We have our unnamed donkey. We're still thinking about names. We haven't really sat down and kind of like planned out everything yet. Okay, so it needs to go one down, and then this will be, so this will be glass. That will be the beacon top, and then this is the bottom. Doing my math correct. We can probably put this. Actually, you know, why don't we'll just this, and then we need 9. So let's. Well, that's a noise. Power beacon. It's just I was supposed to say please work. I was like, I don't know why that would not work, but green, a nice green beacon. Moss carpet over it. And look at that. So we have the smoke saying, hey, it's here, a bell, and a beacon. I wish there was redstone that could tell. I guess I could put a shulker down there, but I don't want to. That's too much redstone. I'd rather focus on the actual thing. Got some resources over here. We still have to cut the grass. We got some stuff already. Got some stuff. Let's go. Let me show you my wood farm process. I think, so the idea with the trees I want to do here, I want to play with the idea of mangrove, wood, and birch leaves. I think it's going to be a very pretty combination. And then we'll mix in some signs and stuff like that. Or not signs. Fence posts? Fence posts, trapdoors, all this stuff to kind of texture the trees. But let's go get... We can put this back now. We don't need this stuff. We also, this is an unrelated matter. We have to figure out, we might end up taking this down for the sole purpose of, I think the fish AI is broken, or maybe I didn't spend enough time around here. Maybe it's the uneven loading of the area. I think I have to bucket every single fish and then place them back in the water. Because I think that's the only way to reset their AI. If you can think of a different way to reset their AI, I am all ears, please. That beacon, I think, is fine like that. So we have green. Green will say, hey, this is an easy quest. And then I think we're going to do red for the hard. We don't know what we're going to do for like the medium level quests. And obviously there's the chaos quest, which I think I'm going for purple. I think purple will probably be chaos. And then nether will be, it's undetermined what nether will be. Nether is hard because beacons only work if they go through the roof. So I don't know if we will do a nether. Also, the nether is like one of those places where it's kind of a pain to put something in the nether, because when you have to like trim chunks and stuff, it's easier if the nether is kind of just free game, just to reset. So we're on the fence about doing nether quests. If you, I mean, honestly, I don't want to break bedrock every time I want to set up a new quest station in the nether. That just seems like too much. But, you know, big projects, right? Big projects. Well, also, after we do the wood thing, I think I'm going to show kind of the creative planning process for this. So, you know, you can see kind of the method I use. See if you like it. See if it's awful. Teach their own, right? For context, I was a game dev, essentially, like the chief editor for a bit, for a small thing. So it's not like I don't know how to do this professionally. But sometimes, the method I use wasn't necessarily my method. You kind of take what you get. I wasn't like my own boss, right? So Also, that company was horrible. Where am I going? We're going this way. So we didn't build it for pretty. We just built it over by our wood farm because we can always use more sugarcane and more wood for chests. We just threw everything down here. The slime blocks was because I discovered when you plant mangrove, it puts rooted dirt down in the water, and then it makes a water source, which is kind of a pain in the butt when you have something like this. We're now working on acacia, not because I like the leaves. I don't like the leaves. I like the wood. So we're kind of doing a mix of, you know, farming and whatnot. We have plenty of bone blocks, so that's not a problem. And we actually have plenty of, so yeah, mangrove. The mangrove leaves I actually liked a lot underwater, so I might use them when I'm terraforming the water part. But we can take the birch. Wait, what do we want the birch wood for? Oh, that's right. We were going to think about birch wood. I changed my mind. Birch wood and mangrove leaves, I think, is the play. I don't like the birch leaves. I don't know. Do I have one in there? I think I tossed them. I just don't like them. I think the mangrove leaves are better. More textured. But yeah, that's our farm. And, you know, it's not automated, but we're not making huge, giant forests and tons of trees. I think we have everything we need to do a time lapse. Because we got all the flowers, dirt. Well, bone meal probably some more moss. We've got our lights. And we got our flowers. So let's throw this in here for now. Hello. I didn't put my... Boo. We didn't put our chunk loader back. So let's fly back, throw our chunk loader back in. Bed. Let's make this bed green. Not because I have way too much green dye, but because it feels like a green bed. Also, can we establish that almost like 3 times an episode now I've lost a bed? So like we're 10 episodes in. No, this is 11th episode. We've lost 33 beds on the server, and I don't break them and like or leave them in chests. They're just placed in the world somewhere. Okay, let's do a little build montage. This is going to be a very tiny flower forest with some modified birch trees. And this is going to be kind of your entranceway to the first quest. And it's going to be kind of, we're going to kind of set the standard, so to speak. So I want to do probably 10, there can be like 10 of these different little quest spots of each level. So that's 30 quest spots. So obviously they can't be too crazy elaborate because we need to do 30 of them. And they're going to be all through my area. So we're going to have some on the rock, some on the beach, some on the other beach, some in the water, some in like a villager house, maybe some on that cliff. So this whole area is just going to be very active and fun. And I think we want to do 1 quest of each to start. So that's the goal of this episode. We'll do this. We'll probably do a medium and a hard. So obviously luck has to figure out, hey, what are the colors for the medium? And I also have to build the guild house. So we're going to get a couple time lapses. Possibly. We'll see. I don't know. We might freehand the the beach one. But I definitely want to do the hard one in the water. I think that'd be fun. We can also use that time to decorate the water. So the build in the water is going to be using all that coral I already have harvested and ready. And we can use some of these extra mangrove leaves in the water too. I think they're just so good. They're just so good. They're great waterlogged. They're great in a tree. Mangrove wood, I'm 50-50 on. It's very orange. Very orange wood. So yeah, enough blah blah blahing. You're gonna get 3 time lapses this episode. Unless something delulu happens. But yeah. Let the time lapse begin. Well, no time lapse. Some personal things happened, so everything's just kind of all over the place. But I did do some things that we can show off. I have it's like the middle of the night, and I'm like, kind of, or not really the middle of the night, but like, you know, late at night. It's been a week. It's been a week. We're not going to get into it. Sometimes life happens, and if you can still make time for other things, it's great. If you can't, you just make things work. I hope you don't mind me being flexible with what I say. I mean, Locke, when have you been consistent with your upload schedule anyways? We'll still get the video out, as you will see. The video will still come out on Friday, but the content will be a little different. And so as you see, we did a little thing. We put a little fella in a boat, and the idea with this is, for some reason, if we need another one, we can get one from there. And we have 2 beacons here for maximum effort. I kind of wanted to set up more of like a raidish farm where like it would be a little easier, but Ko actually likes running around and doing the actual fight. So I didn't want to like, just let them enjoy it. But the fellows up there, they're high enough where the Vex can't fly up to them, but they're close enough where the raid will still happen. That farm is, or not farm. Why did I say farm? The village over there is far enough away where you can respawn there safely. If you die here, you can always run back here, throw your stuff into the ender chest real fast, and or just go in the water and just kind of snipe them with a bow. Because at the end of the day, raid people, they're not very good swimmers. But it looks like Veemer's online, so let's go bother them. Another thing we've been doing, we actually started the tunnel bore. Not necessarily the tunnel bore project, but the problem with the tunnel bore is that you have to make the hole to fit the tunnel bore. So we actually started doing that. I don't know. Do I have anything in my... We really just have nonsense materials in our inventory, honestly. So yeah, let's go fly over to Vena and see what Vermont has been doing. If they've been making some cheese or what, just vibing, living life as I wish I had been. It's when you don't have time to play Minecraft, when you really miss it. It's been a couple days. I think it's been like, yeah, stuff. But I'm very thankful that I am fortunate enough where I can be flexible with my life schedule. So that was a nice chat with Veemer. I appreciate it. Thank you, Veemer. Thank you. It's good to just rant about stuff sometimes. Where did that villager go that they got? So apart from just vibing with Veemer, I helped make sure that the OSHA standards are very considerate. They are a well taken care of villager. Yep. Anywho, enough content from Vienna's base. So we've come to the realization that all our stuff is about to break and we need to fix it up. So we're at our good old-fashioned tried and true Guardian farm to do the stuff. But we haven't been here almost in a week, so it's always good to double chest and to see if anything is overfilling. It looks fine. This is just like the usual spillover, in my opinion, from it being used a lot. These chests aren't even filled yet, so it's a good sign. Obviously, it's been used. It's fine. That's quite literally the point of it. Oh, that sound. That accursed sound. Let's see. I should be able to heal up everything in like one swipe. And then we're gonna attempt to do an explanation of Luck's plans, because not to toot my own horn, but I think my plans are actually kind of cool. So not only do we plan to break the economy, we plan to make our own economy. Now, Luck, what do you mean by that? Well, I'll show you. We have half of the redstone figured out to do this project. Now, we'll go back to our portal, but we actually have to, in order to show you what's going on, we actually have to leave the server and go to the redstone server. And here, let's get our chunk loader going. Now, as you can see, we've already started putting out beacons for our areas. So we have a green beacon for the easy quest, a red beacon for the hard quest. One of the one of the first hard quest areas is going to be in the water. Ironically, I was like, oh, look, this is easy spot, blah, blah, blah. I broke one piece of dirt and I had to reset all the redstone in there. That's fun. I love that. But let's go to the redstone. Welcome back to Lux Redstone World. It is, not as exciting as some others. Sometimes things are more exciting, sometimes they're not. But I'm very excited to show you this. And this monstrosity here is going to be part of the bank system. So, look, what do you mean by bank system? Well, quite simply, we have a list of items, and we want them to be our new currencies. We want someone to go in with diamond ore or regular diamonds. And if they don't have diamond ore, they can buy diamond ore and ore blocks, diamond ore blocks. Deep slate, of course. I'm not a monster. And what you'll do is you'll put the money that you want to put in this barrel, and it's going to turn into a new currency. And once that's all done, you flip the switch, and your new currency plus your change will be in this chest down below. And that'll be signaled by a little beep by the button. And so you need one of these per each currency. You probably could, if I was a smarter person, which I'm not, do a redstone that does everything. But the fact I could figure out how to have it return the change, I got to my limit. Now, at the moment, this is a large to small, so cheaper currency giving you a higher currency. So say you have 20 gold ingots, which is what this takes in, or something like that. And it's 1 ingot per the new diamond, named diamond item. That's what this setup does. I have to make a different setup for the conversion of a 1 diamond going the opposite direction that gives you more. That takes a different type of redstone signal operation, which I thought I had figured out. I thought it was very clever. I was like, oh, if someone else had done this, I can copy it. Nope. So this is all original, which you can probably tell because, the fact I need to have, I think I did the math, I have to have 5 of these all in a building. Pain. But yeah, let's show you what's happening. So the stuff in that first chest is blocked by an item sorter. Very simple. You don't want anything but the items you're trying to exchange going through the system at all. The next part of the system is another item sorter, and that item sorter has a counter to it. And every time it gets to, say, the set number of counted items, which can change, and that number is set by this, where is it? Over that little chest here that has the comparator on it. That's what sets the amount this item can do. It is variable, it can change, so you can kind of customize it. So that's great. So in other words, it's the same machine for all the different currencies. Once this item counter goes through, it then goes to the blocks that get counted, essentially exchanged for money, goes into this 3 system box. And that's essentially, I'm just going to manually feed that back into the other systems. So I'm not worried about trying to connect that. The change, however, gets pushed down with the outputted 1 item into this dropper over here. And essentially when you turn that lever, the dropper just pushes through this bubble stream back into the chest. But the nice thing is the chest can never have anything. Oh, it should never have anything it can't have any business doing. I guess someone could leave their change in there. So essentially I want gold bars to go in and diamonds to come out. So I would like to test this system. We have a lot of trash on our inventory, so let's... Oh yeah, we're in creative mode, so stuff just sucks up. We're going to put in 32 gold bars. Or actually, I should first... Let's see. What is it set to? I don't honestly remember. So this is... You have to put a blank item here as, you know, for accounting. It's a whole system. It's been a week. I won't lie. I kind of forgot how this works. Okay, let's just put in a full stack. We're going to put a full stack in. And we'll hear a thing happen when it counts. That's 1. That's 2. So you'll hear it beep every time it essentially does a conversion. 3. I believe it's going to be 4. I believe it's... So it's a Minecraft numbers. It's, you know, 64 gives you 4. It's a multiples of 16. Or not. Or not. Lucky I count. It's still going. See, this is why my thing was... Wait 30 seconds after the last ding. It's still dinging. Is it done? Okay, wait 30 seconds. We wait 30 seconds to make sure everything goes through. So if this is the point, if you had change, the change would flow through. We've now waited. We now go to that. We can essentially wait till we hear that change in that noise. And we got 4. Okay, so we did get 4. And we got 4 of our new diamond currency. Which, obviously, if you really tried hard, you could counterfeit. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess we can adjust. We can address if people cheat. But, I mean, essentially, you have to go to these machines to get currency. Or they'll be in the quest as, like, drops. So, I mean, there's a little bit of trust system. I mean, I could just put a barrel and be like, you finished the quest, grab this much. I mean, but I was like, this redstone seems a little bit fun. It's kind of like an ATM kind of vibe. So, yeah. The other problem, and we're going to go back to the other world, because obviously you noticed, well, look, wait, you're going to use real diamonds as like a fake currency? Isn't that really expensive? Yes. Yes, viewer, you are correct. I must be Delulu, and I am. But, I mean, I am, yeah, there's no if, and, or buts. It's just, it is what it is. So, welcome back. Oh, it's nighttime. My nemesis. I'm not even sure. I've lost so many beds. There's just like so many random beds just hanging around the server that have like a luck smell to them. I'm gonna have to get those before people sell them. Weirdos sell them. But this works out because we came to a problem. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some kind of tunnel machine because there's no vanilla way of mining yourself to the amount of diamonds I need. Essentially, I think I need to essentially prime the system of my economy. I need a shulker box of deep slate diamond ore, a shulker box of regular diamonds, like stacks, and I'm not worried about the gold, and I'm not worried about the iron. I have plenty of those two things because I have a iron farm that essentially has given me a double chest of iron blocks, and we have a gold farm that's given us also a double chest of gold blocks. So it's all fine. It's all fine. We're good for those. The diamonds, though, we're working on those. So I think you could probably start seeing it on the map. My scar in the earth. We've kind of taken apart the machine. So this is the machine to make the room for the actual machine. Ironically enough, it kind of left a couple blocks, which are in the way, I believe. I haven't super looked at the dimensions of what I need, but I think I might actually have to do another pass, go in the opposite direction. But essentially, yes, this is a long tunnel. And ironically enough, you'd think, well, I will admit, I clicked too fast. I wasn't paying attention, and I blew up a couple diamonds. But this is more or less, you can connect the dots. I'm essentially going to build Ilmango's tunnel boring machine. And the reason for that is we need a lot of diamonds. That's the only way to get diamonds. You essentially need the amount of diamonds you need, or you'd get, if you were like building your redstone components out of diamonds. But we only, so this project essentially we had 9 oopsies. So every time it blew up and dropped a diamond, that's this. And we had 26 successes. And that's just from doing this. And so we're going to do probably another row going that direction, and hopefully I'll get another 12-ish, which will set me around, I don't know, I'm hoping I get more and I'm like at an even 40, and then we start going that way. And the reason we start going that way is this way is people, that way is people, that way is people, this way is no one. So I'm hoping we just go that direction, and ain't no problem. No way. No way there's someone there. Oh, that's funny. And what was it? The one spot I didn't light up? No, it's lit up there. I guess we found a slime chunk. Oh, hello. But yeah, so we're just going to go that way. Pretty much until we... I mean, there's no reason to stop. I guess the world border. We do have a world border set up still for when the update comes. And so I have to, I mean, this machine is pretty simple to build. It's, I say that, and I have actually blown it up once. But we have some ancient debris extras. It's a pretty simple machine. And so if it does blow itself up, it's honestly fine. The hard part is going to be fitting Ilmango's machine. I think there's a chance I might have to dig out like this scraggly Y level right here or something. Like, I don't know off the top of my head how wide it is. I'm thinking it's pretty wide though. But it's not too wide, because I do know that Ilmango they do a simple tunnel bore to make room for it. But can we just establish how neat and tidy this path is, and how messy and ugly this path is? It's the same tunnel bore. It's just facing an opposite direction. And then like this part right here, perfectly fine. And then chaos. I don't get it. I don't understand. Is it because it's like going in opposite direction? Does TNT behave differently depending on where you're facing in the cardinal directions in Minecraft? Is that a thing? Is it a thing? Please tell me in the comments. I want to know. I want to know. But yeah. The other downside with this machine is you have to kind of like not build it. You have to manually kind of dig a hole to make room for it. But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, this is the whole point is you're making another hole for another thing you're building that'll be semi-automated. And I think this might actually be too long. I don't actually know how long. I kind of just guesstimated. I know it's like sectional, like the tunnel bore that Doc uses or Ilmango uses. Obviously, you want it to be within a render distance. Like, you don't want to do something here and it doesn't load over here. But I think it's fine. So yeah, we're essentially going to break the economy, but asterisk, that economy is going to go to our quests. Now, look, so you have a currency. What are you buying with currency? Well, so here's the thing. The iron, gold, and diamonds, you'll be able to buy cool new items. I think I'm going to keep everything pretty vanilla-ish. It's going to be a lot of consumables, like potions, golden apples, stuff that I have a lot of and can craft large amounts of and doesn't take a super amount of time, but are still valuable. And part of that will be maybe there'll be an item sorter with a little coin exchange. Buy a quest, and you throw in a thing, like some iron, certain amount of iron, because we do have that counter. And the counter doesn't have to be that complicated if it's just the counter. The counter is only that complicated because we want you to be able to get stuff back. But if that's not a concern and it's just counting, it can be a lot smaller, and it can just output a golden apple or a couple golden apples. Now, all that currency, mainly the diamonds, can be exchanged for diamond ore. Now, I don't exactly know the probabilities of when you mine diamond ore with a pick, but essentially, it's going to be less profitable. So, like, the exchange rate in my bank, I don't want someone to come with, like, normal diamonds and empty me out. That's not the point. Essentially, it'll be more profitable to take the diamond ore that you get from the challenges, mine it yourself, and turn it into diamonds if that's what you want to do. However, if you want to take the diamond ore and use it for my gacha system, that's different because the luck gacha system is going to go into IRL stuff. And we haven't really picked it out, but I've kind of settled on kind of Steam games, like Steam rewards. Like I might set up like a little website to do kind of like a lottery spinny kind of thing, which I know it sounds very gambly, but it's all in do fun. It's all in do fun because it's just Steam games. And the idea is it's Steam games that we could play with our other Januscraft members or stuff like that. So, or they could play with each other. Like, it would give you 2 game tokens for, like, something fun, like Potion Quest or something, or, like, Cat Castle, or, like, indie games that are, like, cute, fun, but not, like, a crazy amount of money. Just a little something, but still something. And the idea is you can just kind of get these little gacha tokens, and I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Fun. I don't know. You could tell me in the comments how awful this can go. The other part is obviously for these little challenges, the quest. I want people to make content out of them or stream them and do a little. You don't have to like straight link my stuff, but I would like you to at least be like, oh, that's Luck Goodfellow stuff. So essentially, this is just free. Well, it's not really free promo because I'm putting a lot of work and some real money and a lot of work and a lot of work and a lot of work. But it's kind of free promotion. It's like an advertisement. It's a deal with the devil. I'm the devil. I mean, I do have go horns. We have go horns. We never said we were a good. Well, I don't know. This is kind of a good thing. I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be fun, and they're gonna be like kind of silly quests too. There are going to be some silly quests. Silly Billy. Well, anyways, let me dig out that little hole there, and we'll reconstruct this thing, and we'll show you it numbing through the blocks a little bit. How about that? Would you like that? I think you'd like that. I know this isn't the time lapse you wanted or asked for, but when life gives you a watermelon that it threw at you aggressively, you can eat it, or you can just be like, ow, and then eat it. And I've chose to just say ow and eat it. I don't know if that made sense. Oh, we're so tired. We're so tired. So, as you can tell, we have built our thing, and oh my god, personal life, it's just a disaster. We've slept 3 hours in the last 24. It's been rough. It's been rough. Of course, of all the things for everyone to ask, I'll go over there out in a second and explain what's happened. But the machine is kind of set up. I've discovered on other servers that if you leave TNT in a TNT duper system like this, and the server has like a reset, or if the ping just happens to be a certain like thing on the server, I don't know if it's a ping or if it's a server setting, but what will happen is the TNT will like nudge itself or something without moving, and it will go off and it'll blow it up. So I've found it is kind of just better safe than sorry that if you're going to walk away from a machine like this, it's better to unarm it. So, but oh, what did I do? I did it. Did I build this wrong? Oh, I put the TNT in the wrong spot. No! Oh, that was not that bad. We have to take off. Oh, that gave me a panic. I wish there was a way to disarm TNT. I like how that, it was like a slow, everything went in slow motion for me for a second. Okay. Why? Oh, it's the minecart. Right. Whoopsie. I honestly thought it was this, but I think it's actually this. So we have to put the TNT first, and then okay. Hey, look at that. That's what we want. Yay. Yay. I'm so tired. Yeah, we're not gonna. I was literally about to. But yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. Can I? So actually, wait. Let me look at this. Does it default? So it does default next to it. So like once it's primed, you can't go into it. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll mine out this little section. And then I think that will be a big enough area to build. Because, like you said, sometimes when I'm messing with it, I accidentally trigger it. I want to have a little bit of wiggle room where there's enough room for it to move forward a little bit and shoot TNT and then not blow itself up. So let's do a little time lapse of us mining this out. And yeah. Welcome back to the pit. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I hope it was worth the exchange, that versus like a build with trees and stuff. It just it was supposed to be like, I don't know. It's been a week, but I've actually gotten some sleep. I can count properly now. I am not Delulu. I mean, I am Delulu, but it's all relative. I mean, we can keep it in check. We can mask the Delulu now. Now, we made the harsh discovery that this little thing we've carved out here, even though it is wide enough, which was our main thing we were worried about, it is not tall enough. And what I mean by that is it's at the average is about 4 blocks. The tunneling machine on the front end needs to be at least 7 blocks tall, and on the back end it needs to be at least 6. So obviously we got a little bit of a problem. And so what I'm going to do, especially because the server is actually, we're planning to do a Januscraft upgrade to 121 so that we can get all the new stuff. We're going to do a smaller tunnel bore, and of course we're going to be using Ilmango's design. I mean, it's just go to the pro. It's going to be Ilmango's old design, not the new like updated one. If you don't, yeah, I'm not smart enough for that stuff, and I'm barely smart enough to copy Ilmango's design, if I'm being honest. We're going to do our best. We're going to try to put our own touches on it if we can. And when I mean my own touches, I'm going to make it worse. And it's going to barely work. And that's going to be all my fault because I can't follow directions. But so we're going to do that direction with a smaller machine. And what we discovered is at bare minimum, the front has to be about 7 blocks tall by about 5 blocks long, and then the rest of the machine, the 9 rest of the blocks, just has to be a minimum 6 blocks. That's because the machine itself is 5 blocks tall, but that top block is a sticky piston, and I don't want the pistons to stop moving because they've hit their block push limit. So better safe than sorry, just mine it out. Obviously, once it goes that way, it's going to clear out those blocks. And I think after it goes a little bit that way and it's safe, we're going to make another another tunnel boring machine about the length of this, a short one. And we've already kind of cut out part of it. Obviously, we're going to have to go a little bit further back because there's like a skinny bit that pokes out of the tunnel bore machine to get the TNT dupers primed. But that's not a big area. That's like a 6x3 or something. It's nothing big. But we already got that top part there kind of mined out. And obviously when this first machine goes forward, it's going to mine out that part. And then we can kind of go the rest of the distance and get this area ready for a bigger tunnel machine. And at that point, I feel like we'll probably run this machine for a while. And then we have that big decision to make. Do we take apart that machine and make one big one? Or do we just make one big medium one over there and have it eventually catch up to the other one? It's a hard decision. I mean, we could also... I feel like the edges won't be as clean where they kind of go over because, you know, there's the note blocks, whatever. So we might actually have to have this medium machine come back over the edge a little bit. So the machines actually probably won't be able to go past each other because the note blocks will be in the way of each other. Because you obviously have to put a note block activator on both sides unless you want to... I mean, the small one, it might be fine. It's a short distance. But I don't want to be walking back and forth. I feel like that's just a waste of time. We're not going to do a mob switch. We have so much iron and we have so much coal from the Wither Skull farm. So we pretty much have infinite lanterns. I am at my 4th double chest of iron blocks. It is crazy. I don't know. I mean, we're going to need a lot of them. I think we're going to probably need 30 full beacons at some point. I haven't sat down to do the math. I think that might be enough. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. And look, are you wrong? Are you that off? But I'm excited to get this kind of guild adventures or whatever we want to name it. Obviously, you haven't told me a good name in the comments. Yeah, I know you. Where are those comments? Come on. But I think the idea of doing like Steam game giveaways as like the main top prize for like the premium coin that we'll like sell will be fun. And also the other thing to keep in mind, like you could technically like mine the diamond ore yourself, but like I think some of the like if you want to, because obviously like doing the quests you'll get diamond ore as like the main prize. Like you'll get different coins and stuff that you can exchange in the redstone I showed, but the main prize will be diamond ore, and that diamond ore can be exchanged for the Steam games and other prizes. And the thing about that though is it's gonna be like 3 stacks for like a roll, like a gacha roll. And I haven't like looked into like the website design yet, but I kind of want to make it so like you can have like a normal roll or like a premium, like different tiered rolls. But it's gonna be so much diamond ore that like if you want to try to mine it yourself, good luck. Like like if you want to go mine 3 stacks of diamond ore just to give it to me so that you can roll for a Steam game that, I mean, like, it's not like it's gonna be, they're gonna be fun Steam games. I'm gonna make a library of fun ones, but it's gonna be like $3, like a $3 Steam game, like, and I think 3 stacks of diamond ore, that's like 10 hours of your life. Is 10 hours of your life worth $3? I mean, I don't know, maybe it might be. I mean, you might get a good game. I mean, some of them, I think they're fun. I think the whole point is just to have like all the Januscraft members to have all these like, just have a library of funny, silly games that we can all kind of like play together at some point, or like maybe we'll foster some like cooperation with each other. I kind of want to do like big group giveaways where like instead of just a prize for yourself, you win like a gacha game for every member on the server, and or like the same one, so that we can all play like together on a stream or something like that. I think that'd be fun. But anyways, tell me what you think of this grand scheme of Lux in the comments down below. And I don't know. I think that's it. So it's Thursday to kind of give away the scoop, and we usually like to edit while we record. Well, I'll be honest. I get like 80% of the recordings done, and then I'm like, I should start editing. And then it's really like 2 recordings left, maybe a time lapse, and then I'm like, okay, we gotta get that last part, and that's usually when we figure out the thumbnail and all that stuff. Because the last 2 weeks have been a little crazy. I got sick, and then some other people close to me got sick, and it was just like crisis alert time. And then there's also work too. It's just we're down to the wire. We're down to the wire. So we got to edit everything and hopefully get it uploaded and not get copyright striked, because copyright strike tolls they even hit people like me who have like no views and like just a couple subscribers. It happens. I don't know. YouTube will eventually deal with it. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, if you like these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you want to help me kind of fight the algorithm, go rummage through my shorts. There's quite a few of them. I'm sure some people have seen all of them. It's probably a very niche number of people who have seen all my shorts. There's like hundreds of them. They're not all Januscraft. Some of them are funny shorts. Some of them are funny skits. Some of them are just time lapses of big builds. Some of them are time lapses of just Delulu. Like, I think there's like one where I let loose like hundreds of bees versus a wither and it fails, kind of thing. So yeah, just go enjoy my suffering, past tense and present tense. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Even though I always joke about, the algorithm, blah, 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 the couple subscribers I have and the couple views I get, I really appreciate. I really appreciate you. You make all the hard days of like work and family stuff and then coming back to this and, hoping worth it. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyways, bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye.